Hello. Okay. Hi. So we are three groups here. One, UN Women, Telenor Group's Project Sampark, and FeminismInIndia.com. And today we discussed what are the challenges and recommendations for ICT use for women. So I'll be very quick and talk about a couple of challenges. So the first is bridging the gender gap in technology. How many women have access to mobile phones, the internet, and social media? Then secondly, the kind of online harassment that women face constantly on social media, especially on platforms like Facebook and Twitter, where they are banned constantly and they face harassment by trolls and MRAs and people who use hate speech. And thirdly, we want to, a third challenge that we discussed was data on gender. So how much data do we have that how many women are actually in the designing of a program, of a device, of an app? So these are a couple of challenges that we discussed. I'll move to recommendations now. So a couple of our recommendations were that when we design apps or technology, we should have more women coders behind the designing so that the apps and technology are more inclusive and sensitive. Then we talked about that corporates should they should review the community guidelines and they should include regional languages as well, because a lot of times when you report Facebook pages on abuse, they do not get reported and they do not get removed because the corporate cannot understand the language that these pages are on. Then we talked about making networks between stakeholders, activists and practitioners. And the biggest thing that we want to tackle is bias in STEM. STEM is science, engineering and mathematics, and we want to cut across education systems from urban to rural level. Some of the best practices that we would like to that we discussed were that we can have specific dedicated social media campaigns on one issue, that we are only talking about this issue and we are not just criticizing that how the media or how the government is doing about what is it they're doing about it, but also giving very specific suggestions and solutions. Secondly, we talked about
social campaigns and street plays, especially in the rural areas. Moving forward, a few other examples that we've seen in the space of women empowerment. One we would like to mention is Khabar Lehariya, which is basically village news fundamentally reported by women, and Gram Vani, which Japlin is going to explain a little bit about.
So Gram Vani is a community radio and it mostly works in rural areas. They have simple games like on a topic like child marriage, where they would have questions like, should Rani go to school? And if you press A, Rani should go to school, you get a point. If you press B, Rani shouldn't go to school, you lose points. So it's actually educational game on a simple feature-based mobile. You don't need a smartphone or a Android-based or Apple. So these are some kind of technologies that we can use.
Just another example of the same is the Safety Pin app, which basically is a mobile application that does a safety audit of a particular location, because women and street sexual harassment has been exceptionally common. And just one more thing which falls under best practices are partnership between youth organizations and organizations which specifically work for gender sensitivity and women empowerment.
And we would like to thank Madan Roy from Your Story for facilitating us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.